All verse rise of my soul family. Peace to the gods, stars, and goddesses of the ancient number multiverse that represent the all-seeing mind, heart, and soul eye of ankhlife, intuitional intelligence. And with this topic, I'm going to tell you a lot of the brown melanated skin humanoids that's living in the Western slave owner, European colonized societies like USA. A lot of them have a lot of melanated skin people in USA. For the 99.9%, they have that cotton field picking European slave owner mindset, while you have melanated skin humanoids like me who represent ankhlife that are living in the African, Caribbean, and Nigerian countries, for example. They have that melanated ankhlife mindset. You know me growing up in the Western societies, I'm one of the few melanated skin people who's really in tune with my actual melanated roots, while other melanated skin people in this Western slave owner societies like USA, for example, they have that European cotton field slave owner mindset. I'm like, bro, I cannot get down with that. I can't get up with that. You feel me? Like, and imagine this. Let's say you had a melanated skin humanoid like me who's been living in Nigeria for like 20 years. And that melanated humanoid that's been living in Nigeria for 20 years go speak to melanated people in Mississippi, in Louisiana, in USA that been there for 20 years. How do you think the conversation is gonna go? They're not gonna relate to each other at all. They're not gonna mix well. Those melanated people in Mississippi and Louisiana are so indoctrinated to have that European slave owner cotton field picking mindset to fit in the European slave owner societies. And when that individual that has that Nigerian mindset that been in Nigeria for 20 years try to go tell melanated people in Louisiana and Mississippi to detach from the European slave owner matrix, those melanated people in Louisiana and Mississippi who've been there for 20 years is not going to be hearing they not going to want to hear what this melanated skin human that's been in Nigeria for 20 years has to say to be connected with the ankhlife spirituality of the mind, heart, and soul intuitional intelligence. Because let me tell you something. If you ever go to USA, you're not going to find too many melanated people representing the ankhlife of melanated excellence, especially in the South of USA, like Mississippi and Louisiana, because Louisiana is so damn European-like. Mississippi is so European-like. You'll find melanated people in Louisiana and Mississippi, for example, just like majority of USA, be so connected with European ideology, where you see melanated people who represent ankhlife. They represent Caribbean, African, Nigeria ideology that's connected with Sekhmet Thoth, which is spelled Thoth, and etc. melanated gods that have that melanated essence within themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of the soulful vibrational walking prophet melanated humanoids on planet Earth, you gotta find them in the African countries, the Nigeria, Caribbean, for examples, and etc. melanated countries that don't have no Caucasian European slave owners at all. Because a lot of European slave owners been in fucking USA, Canada, United Kingdom, indoctrinating a lot of melanated humanoids to not know who the fuck they are. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. And if you one of those melanated humanoid extraterrestrials that represent the ankhlife, and you've been growing up in the Western slave owner colonized societies that has that European ideology influence, majority of your melanated family members in the Western societies think like a European cotton field picking slave owner, while you think like a Nigerian, think like an African, think like a Caribbean, connected with the all-seeing ankhlife of the mind, heart, and soul intuitional intelligence. These are all facts. You know what I'm saying? I can guarantee you right now, there's a melanated god star that looks exactly like me, having that dark skin, who's living in a Western society country right now, whether it's the United Kingdom or Canada or USA, and they probably have a sister or cousins or brothers that don't think nothing like them, and they think more, and their siblings and cousins think more like a European slave owner on that fucking cotton field picking mindset. And we know how melanated people that have that cotton field picking mindset react towards melanated ankhlife individuals who expose the evil government system. Imagine having sisters and brothers who get mad at you for exposing the evil government system. That sister and that brother and those cousins have that cotton field European slave owner mindset. Because let me tell you, if someone exposes an evil government European slave owner system to me, I'm going to take heed. I'm going to support it. I'm going to spread their message. I'm not going to hate on them and call them out their name, calling them bitch ass hoes and all that stuff. Because melanated people in the Western societies, they really don't give a damn. Melanated people in the Western societies, especially in the South, in the southern states like Louisiana, are the worst of the worst melanated people I have experienced. Because a lot of melanated people, especially in Generation Z, are the worst of the worst, along with those baby boomer melanated people who have that cotton field European slave on the mindset. I'm like, y'all melanated people, you're not supposed to think like a fucking European. You're supposed to think like a damn Nigerian. You're supposed to think like an African. You're supposed to think like a Caribbean. You know what I'm saying? Man, bro, the whole state of Louisiana is so European influenced. It's not even funny, man. Like, let me tell you how bad it is. A lot of melanated people in Louisiana that have that cotton field European slave owner mindset, they make fun of melanated people who speak Nigerian, speak an African language, or speak a Caribbean language. Well, a lot of melanated skinned people originally supposed to speak like that. But those melanated people in Louisiana that have that cotton field slave owner mindset, they're too dumb and too ignorant and too retarded to even realize that. Because they're so far gone. Melanated people in Louisiana that have that European slave owner cotton field picking mindset, they are far gone. And that's like, you could say that about the whole United States, the whole Western society countries. Because a lot of melanated people in the Western societies have that cotton field slave owner mindset, being like organic portal, soulless consciousness, sheep individuals. While the majority of melanated people that are living in the African and Caribbean, Nigerian countries, and etc. melanated countries where there's no European people there, they are more connected with the ankhlife of celestial intuitional intelligence, connected with emotional and logical intelligence of the mind, heart, and soul. This is all facts. And I happen to be one of these melanated individuals who's connected with the ankhlife of mind, heart, and soul intuitional intelligence that's in tune with my African, Nigerian, Caribbean, and etc. melanated country roots that's connected with this multiverse. Because I'm not with this whitewashed cotton field picking European slave owner mindset way of thinking. I'm just not. And any family member who hates you, any melanated family member who hates your melanated essence being connected with the ankhlife, and you're against the evil government slave owner system, man, fuck them. Because they just connected with that cotton field picking European slave owner mindset, and they're just far gone. Fraternities and masonry is all part of that cotton field picking European slave owner mindset too, just like the police industry too. Don't even get me started, man. Don't get me started.